What's up, y'all? Hope everybody can hear me all right. All right. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for everybody who's watching this today, and thanks for everybody who's watching this on the playback. P Capes, what's going on? How you feeling? Thanks for everybody who watches me on the playbacks. Everybody who's been subscribing to my YouTube channel. I mean my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and my Instagram. I appreciate you guys. So, you know, things happen in real life, and I try to relate those things to exercising. And sometimes stuff happens, and I recall it way later on, and I'm like, dang, this meant that, or this made sense in this way. So today, hopefully, I don't hurt anybody's feelings because that's not my intent. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but hopefully, if I could wake you up and bring some light to the situation, maybe you'll put your exercise and your thought process into perspective, and maybe I can tailor some things back. I mean, reel some things back in for you guys and make it make sense while you're in the gym, so that you're not wasting your time. Because my goal is to make everybody, to give my feedback to help everybody else look better, at least. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I know, anything that I've learned, I'm open and willing to share that because I've been through so many things and I think so much, and I have all these different ideas and I try so many things. And so, and I've tested them on so many different clients and programs and competitive clients and just anything. Like I've been so many different places. So I try to put everything into perspective for you guys so that you don't make mistakes that I've seen other people make, and even some. So today's topic is how to tell if you're trash. Okay, they're trash. You got to throw them drugs in the garbage. Like, you might not be that guy. All right. Now, the first thing of which you all know, because we've talked about this multiple times, the first way to tell your workout is trash is if you don't get sore. If you never get sore, that's a sign. You need to pay attention to that. After your workouts, your muscles need to tear down so that you can get some type of soreness. And when you don't get sore, it doesn't mean that you didn't work out hard. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get stronger because you didn't get sore, because you still can get stronger. But for tearing that muscle down, you want to have some type of indicator in your mind so that you had a hardcore workout. And when you don't do that, when you don't have hardcore workouts, you may not get sore. And so here's the thing. There are some people who get sore, they don't really get sore that often. And let me talk to you for a second because I understand. And some people are like, whoa, I don't get sore and I work out this way. And I know my workouts are hardcore, but whatever. You got to take into consideration some people's bodies. And sometimes their bodies don't respond to certain work that other people's bodies respond to. And so me and my friend could be working out together. We could be doing the same workout. And he's like, oh, I'm not getting sore. But the thing is, you got to critique that man and say, okay, well, why aren't you getting sore? What are the things that you're doing that are maybe not making you get sore? Is it just that we're doing this workout and it just doesn't work for you? Okay, fair. Maybe just workout just isn't for you. And maybe the mechanics of it don't work well with your body. And so you're not going to get sore. But sometimes, though, you're not doing as much as you really can do. And because you're not doing all you can do, you're never going to get a chance to tap into that sore side because you're so early on in your pre-stages of maybe doing stuff like giving up too soon before you started tapping into where the muscle started getting into the hypertrophy reps. Maybe you just lift heavy, but not enough reps to really get a chance to start tearing that muscle down once it wakes up. Maybe, you think that maybe you don't think you're as strong as you actually are. And a lot of y'all are very strong, and you may say, well, you look at the weight and say, I'm not going to do that because that looks too heavy. And so mentally, before you even get started working out, you already tell yourself you can't lift that weight. And so you're psyched out before you even get started. And what that does to you is it just holds you back. If you know you can go in there and you can do, whatever, you can squat with, 200 pounds, why say, oh, well, what? Let me give a better example. Let's say one day you bench press with 135, right? Let's keep it fair. Let's say you bench press with 135 one day, and you knew you did it, and that was the hardest day you had, and you and your man was in there, and y'all was lifting, and you and your your whatever was in there, and y'all was lifting. You did 135, and you thought you did pretty good, right? The next week, there's no reason to be like, oh, I'm scared to go to 140 or 150. Like, you need to be going up. Don't, oh, I'm gonna just do 135 again because that's what my comfort range was. No, you got to get back in there and go up again, because what happens is you start getting used to doing that same level of weight, and maybe if you're gonna stay there, you got to do more reps. Or if you're gonna stay there, but you can't stay there and do the same exact thing you did the previous week before. Okay, that's not how it works. That's not how you grow. Okay, so that's the first thing. You never get sore, and those are some of the reasons why you may never get sore. Right. So If that's one of your issues, that's the number one reason why your workouts are trash. You need to throw workouts in the garbage. Okay. Secondly, you never see progress. If you never see progress in your body, that's a sign too. Okay. You may never see progress in your body because of multiple things. You may never see progress in your body because of you, like maybe because you're not doing all the right things. Maybe you're not eating accordingly. Maybe your workouts are good, but you're not getting a chance to eat in order to get the excess fat off so that you can actually see what your physique looks like. And so, yeah, maybe your diet is bad, but your workouts are good. But still, what's the point of doing good workouts if you're going to offset it with a bad diet? You might as well not even do it, right? So keep that in mind. The second thing is the reason why you may never see progress is because you're inconsistent. Maybe you don't go in there and work out as much as you need to. And so because you don't do that, because you're not consistently hitting that muscle as soon as it's recovered and getting back in there, you're never going to grow. And so, yeah, you might have one good workout. And I know dudes who are good for that. They're good for that one good body part. You know what I'm saying? And then nothing else. Talking about you go work out with my man. I'm going to go work out with him. He got a good chest routine. I know every time I work out with him, my chest is sore, XYZ. But then when it's time to do anything else, you can't hang in there. You know what I mean? And so, inconsistency is what makes you probably get good at one thing, because every time you come back around, you go back to default and to say, oh, okay, I'm going to do my chest day because I hadn't been in here in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to go do that again. Yeah, okay. But that's retarded. You know what I mean? So keep in mind, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're consistent and, of course, eat the food accordingly so that you need to, so that you can actually see what the results are going to look like. But the other thing is that, remember I told you guys maybe a couple videos ago, that one sign of telling if you've made progress is if other people tell you. So if you're getting confirmations from other people and they're saying, oh yeah, you're making changes, or you look better, I noticed you did something different, that should let you know that you're making progress. Because sometimes, yeah, you can't see it, but the people around you will be able to see it. And when they can see it, they can then, return the feedback to you and say, hey, this is what we see, take note of this. And so keep that in mind too. Like if you're not getting any type of feedback, nobody's saying nothing to you, you just look the same way you've always been looking. Or if people, if you tell them you worked out and they're like, you work out? You know what I mean? Like then they keep that in mind. Like you're not making progress. Yeah, you may be in the gym, but your workouts are trash. And so what's the point, right? You be doing something better with that time. All right. Now, the third thing is that if you're in the gym and you're in there, texting your friends, or you're in the gym for super long periods of time, you know what I mean? Let's say you're in the gym for, 2-3 hours or something like that. Like you got to audit your time for real. Look back at that and figure out, why am I in the gym for so long? I've been in here, what were you doing? Texting? You did your set. You sat back for 2, 3, 4 minutes because you read online that you need to rest 5 minutes in between sets and stuff like that. That's not true, right? So when you're doing that, I told you guys before, stop resting for so long. Give your body a chance to recover. Like you need to stay in that moment. You know what I mean? Appreciate that moment. Keep on breaking down and stay in that moment so that you can keep on feeling the results of the work that you're doing, right? And so your workouts are going to suffer, not on paper, but in your physique, because you're not doing the things that you need to dedicate to them. So your workouts can be trash. So that's one thing. Keep that in mind. All right. Don't take too long. Don't be in there playing. I'm not a fan of having friends in the gym. I know some of you guys like to work out with partners and have friends and stuff like that. That's never worked for me that great, just because I know what I need. And sometimes it's hard for somebody to tell me what I need. I like to work out with people if I need to learn something. You know what I mean? Like if I notice you got good arms, like I'm gonna come work out with you. Hey, show me what you did for your arms. But maybe just that one time. Like I'm not gonna be with you all the time after that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want the other things you got. I just want that one thing. I just want to pick your brain on that thing. So, keep that in mind too. All right. You can't be in there playing with your friends and chit chatting and walking around and talking about the day-to-day things, because that slows down the workout. And maybe y'all are in there for recreation. I understand that. You might be in there, chop it up and get a chance to have some peace and get to know each other again, but your workouts are suffering, okay? So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is that you could be doing too much cross-training and not being specific enough. And so I see this a lot of times too, and I've seen this over the years of just working in the gym. You figure I worked in the gym from 2010 to like 2000, and I trained people until 2017 or something like that. So you're talking about 7 years of just being in that environment every day, training people and working them out and doing whatever, so you figure people not make progress. And I've seen people who just got, made progress in their face. Maybe they just got older looking, you know what I'm saying? But their body didn't get any better after the years. They just kept on coming into the gym and looking the same, year after year after year. And so, what ends up happening is you could be doing too many different styles of workouts. Maybe one week you come in and you do some workouts that are more, catered towards something else that you used to know back in the day. And then you do another workout that's more catered towards something else. And then you do something else that's for like bodybuilding, but it's not even, but you might need to still come down so it doesn't even make sense. Like if you heavy and you can't even see any details on your body, but you in there curling or something like that. Like, what's the point? You just got big blobby arms, but you doing curls. It's not giving you nothing. You're not getting anything from that. You see what I'm saying? So you're doing the wrong stuff. You could be in there like if you were going to be in the gym, you probably should be doing burpees and curls so that you could burn some calories and then do your curls. But just doing curls in there, and you need to be straightening down and trimming up. That's not efficient. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind as well. You don't want to be in there doing too many different styles of workouts. One week you do one style, another week you do another style, another week another style, or maybe you work out with multiple people and this guy's workout program is like this, and his workout is like this, and his workout is like this, and whoever's running the workout for the day, y'all are doing whoever's workout. And so that can be a problem, right? Like you don't need to be doing that because that's not specific enough for you. And so sometimes you got to train specifically for your own shape, right? So keep that in mind too. All right, the fifth thing I got is that you always need a partner for accountability. Like if you're the type of person that relies on, oh, I haven't been working out because I used to have a good workout partner, but blah, blah, blah. I need somebody to work out with while I'm not, doing good. You depending on somebody else is a problem. You know what I mean? Like you got to depend on yourself first. Like what is it within yourself that you're not doing while you need somebody to help get you to that goal? Like there's enough research out there. There's enough, you can tap into your mind. You know what to do when you get there. There's enough, Instagram searches to see what workouts to do. So there's so many different things. And so to need a partner for something like accountability to make sure that you go in there, that's going to be a problem. Like your workouts are going to suffer because when you have to go in there by yourself, it's not going to be much, like you're not going to give it your best. You might do some things, but it's not going to be what you were used to. And then you rely on that person to work out. And if they stop working out one day, you're like, oh, well, so-and-so not going to the gym today, so I'm not going to go. What? You know what I mean? Like that throws everything off. You can't do that. So keep that in mind, all right? Like you got to have your own accountability and you got to have your own motivation, and then you also, you can use workout partners if you want to be safe or something like that, say, hey, watch me so I don't drop this on my neck. But that's about it though. You know what I mean? Like not to, go in there and do anything else. And, a lot of you guys, y'all go in there and you work out with your friends and you lift heavy and you're strong those days. But then when you're dolo and by yourself, you're back to being flimsy again. So your workouts suffer. Like, what did you really learn? You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. All right. And then the sixth thing, and this is very personal for me, and I always like to save my personal ones for the end because I've been through this before. Okay. Workouts don't work for anybody else. Okay. This is the way to tell that your workouts are really trash, right? So to put it all in a nutshell, if you got a workout style that you like, or you got a workout program and you work out with somebody else and they tell you, yeah, it wasn't that good, or I wasn't that sore, don't want to come back and work out with you again or something like that, maybe just for that body part, your workout was trash. And whatever you put together, maybe your rep range was off, maybe your sets was off, maybe, you thought it was cool, but if you can't replicate that workout with multiple bodies, then that workout is not successful. You know what I'm saying? Like your training style is not successful. So you got to do something different to switch it up because, you could be making a lot more progress. I think you guys don't realize how much you could really tap in to your physiques, if you're going to be in there anyway, why not, go hard and do your best. So keep that in mind. All right. Make sure that your workouts are highly efficient and make sure that if you're going to give somebody a workout with them that are actually good quality. And you guys who work out with friends and their workout is trash, if any of this stuff resonated with you that I said today, if any of you guys work out with these guys and their workouts are trash, please just stop working out with them, or maybe tell them, hey, listen, last week we did this, but it wasn't enough. Let's either, add some more weight. Let's add some more reps. Let's do X, Y, and Z. Because the exercises can be the same. That can make sense. But maybe it was something within the exercise that was off. So keep that in mind too when you're going and working out next week, or whenever you go work out again. All right, everybody. I hope you learned something for today. Let me check these comments out. I want y'all to know, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, but aside from subscribing to my channel, make sure that you also turn on the notifications because I do go live on Fridays now. And when I go live on Fridays, like, let's just go. Feel me? So turn those things on. All right. P Capes. It says, stop texting, looking at your phone. I get it. Hey, I get it. I used to be a victim of that too. I used to be in there with my friends and be, texting and breathing on heavy, and whatever I need to do, and not getting back to the work soon enough. But I started realizing that ain't the way to do it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm able to tell y'all, because I've been that guy before. So don't think that you're alone. And you said have your song list together. That's right. Yeah, you got to have your playlist. You know what I mean? So have your playlist together. Do whatever you need to do. Get all your chats out. What I like to do now personally, just I don't know if y'all try this, and this isn't something I'm gonna make a video about, nothing like that. But what I do in the gym to make sure that I got a certain amount of time that I'm in and out is I set a timer on my phone. So I'll be like, hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes. And I know that, each thing has to be, each station I'm going to be at, I'll probably spend like 5 to 10 minutes at that station. That way I know how many exercises I can do. So I know I got 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here. Then I'm out. You know what I mean? So that way I can just get my workouts done and be going. All right. And you said, yeah, I came through with the tough love, White Shack. Absolutely. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you're able to apply this stuff. And, if you guys ever see me out, man, let me know that you use some of my tactics, man, or some of my information, because, I want everybody to look great. I'm not a hater, and I'm not saving everything for myself. You feel me? Gerald, what's going on? How you feeling today? I'm not saving all the information for myself. So hope you guys are doing good out there, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.